Today's video, I'm going to be showing and attempting to sharpen some drill bits. Now, in the past, I owned, I think it was called the Drill Bit Doctor or something, about 10 years ago. I ended up throwing it away. It didn't work as good. I mean, it sharpened it somewhat, but it didn't work that good. So it's just better to buy a new drill bit to the point. But at some point, also a couple of years ago, I bought some tools off of a shop that was closing, some cabinets and stuff, and it had this other drill bit sharpener. It's called Plast Plugs, the brand on it. But anyways, I just had it stored, and I figured one day I'd give it a shot and see if it was the same fail as the other one that I had that I actually bought new, or if it was any better. So I got a couple of old drill bits that I'm about to throw away, and piece of metal here that I'm gonna hold on with a C-clamp to my steel table here. And let's see how that works out. Let's see what we can do. I'm gonna do some tests. And I just looked, the instructions to the front just say pick the right size for the drill bit to be snug and align it here in the middle with a little arrow. And that's basically all we're gonna be going off today. So for example, we'll get this drill bit and then find the tightest hole that it'll go in so it could be snug. Now I did notice, because this comes off, that to align it in the perfect position here, you know, and the angle that it's gonna go in, it actually does it because it has almost like a screw type pattern inside. So you gotta turn it into it, but then you would have to take it out, do a 180 and do it the other way so you could do both sides. So it'll kind of self-align it to the point, but you do gotta take it out and flip it around so that that little rock gets this position and then the 180 the other position of the drill bit. I'm not too confident with it because of the fail I had with the other one and the fact that it looks like there's so much error that could happen because the much pressure you give. I mean, it does tell you right here briefly that do both sides, but it's hard to do them both evenly. Like, how do you have control over that unless there's a rock coming from both sides doing it at the same time? But either ways, we're gonna try it. Doesn't hurt to try. You know, I got it for free with these other stuff I got. So, and let me go and do a close up here. Lower this and get it close. And there you can see, let me go close real quick so you can see all the holes it has. And basically, you spin it to the right side. So it won't fit here, and then here's where it fits. And it kind of screws, and you do one side and then the other. Let's give it a shot, and let's see what happens. So we align it there, perfect. Start. Put it in, you turn it, it's gonna grind right there. I'm gonna pull it out, do a 180, and put it in the other position. And I'm gonna try to grind about the same amount of pressure on each one so it can come out as even as possible. Now these weren't drilling anything in. I should have done a test first, but none of these are gonna work. See how it's just walking away from me? That tells you that that is not centered the way this occurred. Let's try another one here and I'll show you one before I even attempt to sharpen it. Look at that, it doesn't do almost anything. But it doesn't walk away. Let's see if doing this again is gonna make it walk away. Basically, it looks like it made it worse on that other one. That one's too tight. $180 and put it again. Didn't walk away, but still did the same thing. But it might have gotten a little bit better because I put the same pressure and it went down a little bit more, but nothing what it should have done. Let's keep on trying to sharpen it and see what happens. It's eating a little bit better. Let's give it some more. And let's see how it continues to go. Has not gotten any better, and it walked a little bit. So something is throwing it off. It's possibly that there's no way I can manage to evenly sharpen both sides, and it's starting to mess it up already the more I go. Let's give it another shot. Did a little bit better, but still not worth the time so far to sharpen it. It's just better just to buy another drill bit. I know it's money, but it's just not as good as when you get a brand new drill bit that it just goes through metal. And I'm putting weight on it, by the way. I'm not just putting the drill on it. It has gotten a little bit better because I am going little by little. Because one experience that I had with the other one years ago was that if you go too much, eventually you'll go off and not have them as even as possible each side, and then it's no good. It'll just walk on you all over the place. At least that was my experience. Got better, but not good enough. And I've already done 5 attempts. Let's do a little one. See if there's better luck with the smaller size. This one's about a 1/4 inch. Oh, first, let me try to make a hole. That was that hole there. I'm gonna do it right under it. Oh, it walked all over. However, it does cut better. Seems like the problem, it's not that they cannot be sharpened because, even the other one started doing better. It's just getting it to stay equally cut on both sides and not creating the problem that it walks away from you. And, in thinking about it, if you first do like, punch and have a center point to start off, then it wouldn't be such a big deal walking away and that it's not perfectly cut both sides. It'll probably do it. I mean, it's never going to be 100% like a brand new one because, the cut is not equal on both sides, but it is getting better. It's just you're going to have to mark with a center punch first where you're going to start so it doesn't walk from you and in some pieces that you're using, it might make a mess, where it looks ugly and you don't want that. So see how I just went? But now if I would have had punched first and I used one of the little ones that I had from before, then it won't walk and it should. See? And it's doing pretty decent. Definitely not as a brand new one would, but I would say it got, in my honest opinion, and let me go back here and zoom out. But in my honest opinion, it probably got at least 50 to 60% better than before sharpening. And you could keep on trying, and eventually you'll either start messing it up where one side will get more sharper than the other. It's going to work less or work more, but to get it, it will work better. But to get it perfect, it's going to be a challenge, at least for the average person. Maybe if you're an expert in sharpening and you know exactly what you're doing, you could fine tune it. But it's just this. It's a lot of getting it right and precision by hand, and it's not so super user friendly. I guess that's the best way to put it. So it does help. On my conclusion, it does give some work, and if you just need them 50, 60% better, and you have no experience like myself in doing this, it'll definitely help. And you don't have to be buying drill bits, but if you want to go fast and get things done, you need a brand new drill bit, basically. That's my opinion there. And that'll be it for this video. Catch you on the next one.